How productive are we? So in terms of forecasting as well, organizations are frequently making mistakes in terms of confusing headcount and spend. And this is a short example that really provides that in great detail. So I'm looking at a role called technical specialist. Sounds very general. It's just a core job to the organization. I'm looking at a plan of it over time. And I've come with 131, and I'm looking at, well, times are tight, so I'm really going to staff down this job and take it down, a head count every quarter or so, just to, and who's left in the job might have to work a little harder, unfortunately, because times are tight. And look at here, I'm looking at my supply and demand curve, and I'm seeing my supply going down, and I'm getting to trend my costs down, slowly over time, and everything seems good, right? Well, not necessarily. Perhaps I want to go in and I want to look at overtime as a percent of pay since it's an overtime eligible position. And right here I get a look at my rolling 12-month period. What was my overtime in April? 4.8, not incredible. 5.4, not incredible. Kind of getting higher. And then some real peaks at certain times of the year. And so right now this is my overtime overall. So I have current headcount of 141. Here's my pay. Here's my average pay, and here's my standard deviation of my pay. So I know that if I even reduce it down to 1.6%, that I will not actually ever have too many people because I always have that much overtime. So perhaps I want to reduce my target overtime as a percent of pay. I'm going to go to 2 people. Let me calculate that. And suddenly I realized that even though I was staffing down, I really need to hire 8 people. Because when I hire 8 people, it's going to cost the organization less than what I'm doing right now with staffing down. And look at right now, my target overtime is much lower, and I'm going to be able to look at this in a more intelligent way. So let me save that to and now I'm seeing instead that I'm growing my headcount. But by growing my headcount, I'm actually doing the right thing because my overtime as percent of pay is no longer off kilter. As I look through my numbers, I'll now see that the way my spend is changing is actually not hurting the organization, it's actually helping the organization. And so productivity is a very smart thing, but it needs to be done correctly, and Vemo allows you to do that.